In this podcast, we're going to look at how to add questions to a quiz. In this particular version, we're going to look at putting questions into a randomized section. And what that does is randomizes the order of the questions that the students receive. And you have your option of giving them all the questions that are in there or giving them a portion. Say you have a question bank of 50 questions. You can either go through and select exactly which questions you want the students to take, put them into the random section folder, and then all the students get the same questions. They'll just be in a different order. The other option is to give them a portion of the questions, and you would put all 50 questions in the random section at that point, or whatever subset of those 50 questions you want to use, and then you would tell it how many questions to give them out of that entire pool. So let's look at how you would do that. Basically, you go to your quiz, and then right here under this area where it says add and edit questions, there's a button here. Click on that. And I'm going to go here to new and select random section. Now the section name doesn't make a lot of difference. Nobody's going to see this but you. I'm just going to call it questions. Okay. And then I'm going to go down here and save it. Now my random section folder is there. And I'm going to click on it to go inside of it. And I'm now going to import questions. Now, I only have one set of questions in here, and I don't have any other quizzes in this course, so I'm not going to have a lot of options of where to pull those questions from. But if I go to the pull down here, you can see I've got my section chapter 10, and then I get my whole list of questions here. I'm going to click on the checkbox here to select all the questions and click save. And if we look over here, we'll notice that I have a total of 58 questions. And right here in the lower right, you've got the ability to select how many you're seeing on a page. I believe the default is 20. I've set mine to 100. So you may have to set that up to see all the questions if you want to see the entire list of them. Now, if you just wanted, say, 20 specific questions, you could have selected those from that list and saved that list, and you would have just had 20 questions in here. But I'm throwing the entire pool in, and then I'm only going to give the students 20 questions of that entire pool of 58. And then I need to click save here. And then I need to click done editing over here to the right. Okay, now you'll notice here that it says on the random section folder that they're going to get 20 questions from 58. So every student is going to get a different selection of 20 questions from those 58 questions. Now, if you'd only put 20 questions in there to start with and you wanted them to have all of them, this would say 20 from 20. And you would know they'd be getting all of the questions that you had selected. But if you're giving them just a selection from the pool, you're going to see a different set of numbers here. The first one is how many they're going to get out of the total pool. And then I'm going to go down here and click Save and Close. And I now have my questions in my quiz.